DC Wired. I'm Jackie Bostic.
And I'm Chris Andrews.
If you're craving a good breakfast, go to the all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast hosted by the National Society of Leadership and Success. Breakfast will be served on Saturday, November 19th from 7 a.m. at O'Charlie's on 23rd Street. Tickets are $6 and may be purchased from any Leadership Society member or from the advisor, Glenda Wood. All proceeds will go to Adopt a Classroom, which will buy supplies for a second grade class at Callaway Elementary.
Brother to Brother is hosting a 70s, 80s, and 90s skate night this week. You can skate Monday, November 21st at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Skate Factory in Panama City. The cost is $6 for both skates and entry. Some of the proceeds will go to the Panama City Rescue Mission, plus they are also accepting canned food donations.
A candlelight vigil will be held for family members and loved ones to remember those lost to suicide, hosted by the Suicide Prevention Awareness Response and Education Coalition. The ceremony will take place at the Life Management Center Peace Pond on 15th Street on Saturday, November 19th at 5 p.m. Pictures of those who are being remembered are welcomed for a memory quilt to be made featuring those lost to suicide.
As students are frantically signing up for classes next semester, some are worried about where that money is coming from. Chris Westlake from Financial Aid gives students tips on what to do when they are applying for financial aid.
Go to the FAFSA website, which is fafsa.gov. Every year to apply for financial aid, that's a website. It stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid.
According to the Huffington Post, graduates from the college class of 2010 who took out student loans owed on average $25,250 per student. Chris Westlake also urges students to be cautious about how much money they used on student loans.
We encourage students only borrow what you need and not necessarily the maximum you can borrow, because that is something that you're going to have to pay back eventually.
World AIDS Day is December 1st, and the American Medical Student Association is helping out. They will be hosting free AIDS testing December 1st. We will give you more information as time progresses.
November is Native American Heritage Month, and Gulf Coast is celebrating it by hosting storytellers and musical acts all throughout the month. The library also has a display of books in the front to celebrate Native American history. For more information, we head over to the library with reporter Joshua Sandler.
Hi, I'm Joshua Sandler, and I'm here with Miss Sarah Duff, who works over here in the library. Can you tell me a little bit about what the library is doing for Native American Heritage Month?
Sure. Currently, we've got a display of books up, and we'll have that up through the end of November. We've got some books, some current literature, like these by Sherman Alexie here. And we've got some, historical resources, and then we've also got some DVDs. We have some documentaries, and we also have a few, feature film type things that feature either Native American actors or Native American stories.
Can you tell me a little bit about the DVDs you guys got?
Sure. Here are just a few of the DVDs we have available. We have this one, Smoke Signals, which was fairly popular when it came out. It was an independent film. It tells the story of some Native American friends. It's a movie, it's a fiction movie.
Yeah.
And then we have something like this from the Biography Channel. This is going to be about Native American legends. So that's going to be, a little bit more educational, but still probably fairly entertaining.
Yeah.
And then we have something like this from PBS, and this is going to be, the story of the West. This is going to be more straight history.
Yeah.
So we have kind of a wide variety of things available.
So are they doing any workshops over here in the library, or?
Well, we don't have anything happening in the library, but I know the Multicultural Council has a few things going on. They've already done a few events this week, and tomorrow they have the Seacrest Wolf Preserve coming on campus, so there will be wolves out.
So can you tell me a little bit about what else the library has done, like for Hispanic Heritage Month and Banned Book Week?
Yeah, we do displays like this for Hispanic Heritage Month. We're going to do one for Black History Month in February. We'll do one for Asian American Heritage Month in May. And for Banned Book Week, we do have a big display, and we have several events for that as well. For each of these kinds of displays, what we'd like to do is we try to pull a wide variety of resources. We try to get a pretty big range, books to read for pleasure, historical books to sort of just be a resource for you if you're interested in this and you want to learn more. you know, we're here to educate people, but we're also here to, you know, open people's minds up a little bit more, maybe notify them of some people or some authors or some sources that they wouldn't have been aware of otherwise. And also, you know, we do have Native American students on campus. You know, of course we have, you know, Latino students and Asian students and black students. Of course, we've got, you know, a pretty diverse campus. So we want to let students know that we try to have a diverse collection here in the library. So we want to have something to support, you know, every little group out there. We want to be inclusive, basically.
Yeah. So, sounds pretty good. Well, thank you, Miss Sarah Duff. So, you heard it from here. Native American Heritage Month. Come see it over at the library.
You can see more events on campus throughout the rest of the month of November celebrating Native American heritage.
To find out when the Commodores are playing next, we head over to Mike in the Sports Center.
Thanks, guys. The state's ranked #1 Lady Commodores improved their record to 2-0 after beating Kirkwood 65-43 in the opening round in the Chipola's Alzheimer's Classic. Yuja Ugoka scored 22 points and 9 rebounds. The Lady Commodores are hosting the Gulf Coast Basketball Classic this weekend. They're playing Friday, November 18th at 7 p.m. against Bishop State and Saturday, November 19th against Vincennes at 2 p.m. Our men's basketball team will also host the Gulf Coast Thanksgiving Classic next weekend. They will face South Georgia on November 25th at 4 p.m. and they will be pit against Walters State on November 26th at 2 p.m. The men's basketball team improved to 1-0 after beating Enterprise State 108-85. Alan Love, Roland Brown, and Dylan Smith each scored 12 points, while Peter Capan scored 10 points to help lead the Commodore over victory over Enterprise State. So let's get out there and support our teams during these classics. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Mike. For the 4th year in a row, the Panama City JCs have something once again to celebrate about. Their haunted house won Best and Safe for the 4th year in a row. Spike Stu Productions would like to extend a congratulations to the cast and crew on a job well done, and we look forward to working with the JCs next year.
The Panama City JC's Christmas Parade will be December 3rd along Harrison Avenue in downtown Panama City, starting at 6:30. The theme for this year is White Christmas, and Santa is expected to make a visit.
Oh, I can't wait for Santa. Can you, Jackie?
Not at all.
Coming up next, we'll show you the results of last week's issue of Recycling. Plus, we also have a new controversy for this week.
I had an opportunity to talk with Brother to Brother Club about some upcoming events and how you join.
All that and much more coming up next.
All right, guys, we need to think of an idea for a promo for Spike Stu Productions. Does anyone have any ideas?
Right. Support promoting spring break.
I have an idea.
What is your idea?
Well, why don't we have a scene that takes place on a beautiful mountain with little rabbits jumping around, and we start getting hungry, so we take machetes and we start stabbing the rabbits, and blood just starts pouring down the mountain, and it forms around this little village, and everyone's screaming in pain and sorrow for the blood that's...
Welcome back. I'm Jackie Bostic.
And I'm Chris Andrews. Thanks for tuning in to GC Wired.
Last week, we asked many of you if you thought Gulf Coast was doing too much or too little about recycling. The results are in. 80% think that the campus needs to do more, but need to add more recycling bins. 10% think that the campus is doing a fair job, while 10% are undecided. Thanks to everyone who voted. The Commodore Cafe is going under a big renovation as a new cafeteria company is moving in. The new cafeteria will offer more variety of food, and it will include its own coffee shop. The opening of the new cafeteria has been pushed back from this semester to the spring semester. Many students are upset over the variety of food in the temporary cafeteria. And this week's student survey says, we asked many of you if you thought that Gulf Coast is either taking too long to open the new facility or if they're right on pace. Here's what you have to say.
They probably could go a lot faster than what they're doing, because I go in there every day and I see nothing really being done except for that big tarp they put up. So unless something actually is being done behind that and they're just making it seem like they're just going to take a long time for this to actually happen, they need to speed up because it takes too long to get food, really. unless I'm going to get chicken sandwiches every single day for the rest of my life that I go here.
I think they're taking too long. If they were on the right pace, it would have been done a couple weeks ago. They couldn't have done it in the summer when no one was here. Instead, they decided to do it while everyone's here and they want food. Because I'm here all day, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I would like to stay here and have food, but instead I have to drive elsewhere.
I think it should have been done a long time ago, and it shouldn't have taken this long to make up. It's been a hindrance to a few of the clubs, and it has it's hard to just get food really fast.
Voice your opinion. Go to our Facebook fan page, GC Wired News, and vote in our online poll. The results will be announced during next week's show.
Brother to Brother is one of the many clubs on the Gulf Coast campus. This week, GC Wired had the opportunity to talk to them about their upcoming events and plans.
I'm here with T.G. Kane and Matt Long, who are with Brother to Brother Club. Tell me a little bit about your club.
We're based on the just giving back to the community, as well as trying to bring our fellow men and children up, which are the future of our society. Like I said, we try to give back to the community as much as we can, and help mentor the children as well.
We're also trying to encourage our current students to, stay into their grades, and we're trying to help them achieve their life goals.
Okay, that's awesome. Any events coming up?
We have a skate night next Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. and the theme is 70s, 80s, and 90s. And the admission is $6, and for every admission we give $2 to the Salvation Army. So, for the rescue mission, I'm sorry, but that's what's going on next week for us.
And we're constantly doing canned food drives, as well as we have a clothes drive coming up. So we do a lot of events like that with AASU.
Okay, and if anybody's interested in joining your organization, how do they get in contact with you? What are your meeting times and dates?
You can talk to me. I'm vice president, or you can talk to our president, Kendall Donor, and you can come to the meetings as well. We meet every other Thursday at 12:30 to 1:30. And if you're trying to get a hold of us, you can come to our fan page on Facebook, Brother to Brother, and it should pop right up.
Okay, thank you all for joining us.
If you want to promote your club on our program, email us at mygcwired@gmail.com or send us a message on our Facebook page, GC Wired News.
This is our last show before Thanksgiving. That means that the busiest shopping day of the year follows. GC Wired will give you tips on how to survive Black Friday.
There are some things shoppers should know when facing Black Friday. First, shoppers should know what times the stores open. Plan your route. Don't spend hours waiting in line at one store while you can be shopping in 2 or 3 others. Research doorbuster deals. Know how good or bad of a deal you're getting by searching on websites such as PriceGrabber.com and Frugal. Also, know how many doorbusters a store has in stock. For example, there are 50 people in front of you, all waiting to get one of 6 laptops at insanely low prices. Read the fine print and ads to see how many of those items a store will be stocking. Next, be social. Many big-name retailers post special deals on Facebook and Twitter. Consider shopping at a small business. You can find some downtown or a small shopping center. These shops may not offer some of the big discounts that major retailers offer, but you can find a smaller weight and a friendlier atmosphere. Plus, you'll be pouring money into the local economy. Finally, shop from home. Many retailers offer online shopping. Some of their items are at the same prices. It can save hours of waiting in line. Make sure to use a credible website to avoid credit card fraud. Follow all these tips to avoid headaches on Black Friday. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot. Those are some really great tips. Now, Jackie, I understand that you're also shopping this Black Friday. Which one of those tips are you going to use?
I'm going to be a local shopper this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be in downtown Panama City. Mm-hmm. You have an array of choices and varieties inside of a small area.
Mm-hmm.
And the friendliness and the atmosphere and the southern hospitality of Panama City people always warms me up, just like Christmas cheer.
That's nice. There's a lot of history down there, too. You know which tip I would like to use?
What's that, Chris?
Shopping at home. I don't have to get out of bed, add my laptop. I can put on a good, nice hot cup of coffee and wear my PJs around the house.
Okay, so while you're on your laptop, make sure you check out GC Wired. Up next, we'll show you how you can get involved with what we do here at Spike Soup. Kim Hoyt was here, and I was able to talk to her about the Cooperative Education Program. We'll be right back.
That's pretty good.
How was that?